Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Black Lotus Oracle. I was pre-shuffling, and this popped out, which is very unique. Algorithms. Ooh. What is that about? What is the algorithms about? Someone here a tech geek? Someone here work for YouTube or Google? Someone here do cybersecurity network technical relations, shall I say? What else is going on? As I was telling the other signs, the readings for today and the readings that I did, was it 2 days ago? That I don't feel like predicting the sign. I'm gonna allow the sign to come to me. Just seems more authentic that way, less forced. Toni Morrison and the Exorcist. Let's not talk about no beloved characters unless we're talking about the type of beloved like Iyanla Vanzant likes to talk about. I like those beloveds. Like, yes, beloved, how are you doing? Beloved, no, you need to stop drinking. Beloved, you need to tell your mother that you are traumatized by her, or whatever, you know what I mean? That Iyanla stuff. Shout out to the Virgos holding it down, being everybody's psychologist, psychiatrist, and all that shit. I met her in person actually in Atlanta. She was trying to run away from me. Ace of Cups in the reverse, but she was cool once I approached her and she realized that I wasn't trying to hurt her. I was just trying to say, hey boo, you look fabulous. We have the King of Wands. We have my Detective in the reverse. Oh, here we go with the personality disorders. King of Cups. Gossip Girls. Oh, this reading's gonna fucking get messy. The Strength card could be dealing with a Leo. 2 Leo cards here. King of Wands, and then we have the Strength card. And then this is like, I have several Knights of Wands in my deck. I have several of everything. But each card has its own interpretation of that one card. Usually the Knight of Wands is like a player energy, but I also see the Knight of Wands as being like a great navigator because he's always on the go, right? And so this is this Knight of Wands where he's the great navigator and he's always on the go. But he carefully plans like where he's going to. He's adventurous, but he's not like impulsive. But somebody here is disturbed. They might have multiple personality disorder, and that is why they probably talk and gossip so much. They don't know what they're like. They don't know that they're doing what they're doing. You know, and I feel like they don't know that there's like consequences to whatever it is that they're doing. I feel like, okay, with this Knight of Wands, they like carefully calculated and yikes. I just feel like someone is stupid. Not stupid. I didn't complete my sentence, right? You see how this King of Cups is here, and then you have uh, this Ace of Cups in the reverse. I feel like someone is infatuated with someone, and it's causing them to do a bunch of like really obsessive bullshit, and a part of them thinks it's like all funny and cute and stuff. Several of their personalities think that, like, I don't know, this childish cotton candy head behavior is like cute. But really they need some sort of help. That's why I was like thinking about Iyanla. I'm picking up some psychologist vibes, psychiatrist, something like that. When The Exorcist and Toni Morrison came out, I'm like, oh, Father God, please don't let beloved come through. And something like beloved is showing up already. But hey, they gonna have to get, what's her name? Baby Shug? Was that the grandma name? But the old lady, the old neighborhood lady, we all have them. The OG of the neighborhood. You gotta get her and all the mothers of the church so they can walk down that street with their Bibles and sing them hymns and stuff and just be like, oh Lord, we gotta pour this holy oil. I was just, I'm looking at this scene where they like come to banish beloved from the house. That is what I'm getting in my mind's eye. And they just do this war cry, this battle cry, like they say in the Baptist church. They're just crying out all the cries of their ancestors, and they're just wailing at Setha's house so that this demon can go away. That is what I'm getting. I don't know what sign this is for. But I don't know what sign I did it for, but Beloved came out in one of my readings from like last week, and after I did that reading, I got that clearing scene. It wasn't a clearing. The clearing is where Baby Shug, the grandmother, did her like her pastoring, her ministry. And what I loved about her ministry is that it was just teaching us humans how to heal from our traumatizing human experiences. It wasn't something that was judgmental. It wasn't like, thou shalt not, and you are a blasphemous and ga la la. It was more like, all the fathers, all the children, watch your fathers dance. And all the mothers, watch your children play. And all the children, watch your mothers laugh. All the children, watch your parents caress. That, she was trying to do a mass generational curse breaker in that clearing. And I was like, oh my God, this scene is so profound. That is what people need. Is that why I was tapping into Iyanla? That is what people need. Break it down to the basics. You know how many people haven't been hugged by their mothers? You know how many people haven't seen their parents being affectionate towards each other? You know how many people aren't able to laugh and celebrate with their families because they're always in toxicity and turmoil? And we wonder why. And I feel like this is the melanated community with this Toni Morrison card popping up. A lot of melanated families are so caught up in the survival of life that they forget how to exist and how to. I don't even want to read any more cards. Alright, because we're getting deep into it now. A lot of melanated families forget how to love, how to heal themselves, and how to heal the people in their family. They're so caught up in the struggle of survival, doing this 9 to 5, shucking and jiving, moving on up, moving on up. The fish don't fry in the kitchen, the beans don't burn on the grill. It took a whole lot of Jiraiya. We'll ride up on the hill. Now we're moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. We're so caught up in trying to move up financially or move up in a status that when we get home from our 9 to 5s, all we do is inflict trauma onto each other as a community. It's like there's no room for love and healing to take place because you spend so much time on this 9 to 5, on the just trying to survive, the day-to-day basis shit. You spend so much time trying to survive that when you get home from the exterior traumas, all you want to do is inflict your traumas onto your children, onto your spouse, onto the people you're actually supposed to love and heal with. And then you get the situations like Beloved, where the community now has to intervene. Because something microscopic, like a virus, I'm thinking of like a virus cell. Something that seems so minuscule can have quantum effects. And this brings me back to like mental illness, right? Melanated people have such a hard time admitting that there's mental illness here, and let's together as a family try to find this person some help. Everything is always swept under the rug. It's swept under the rug so much that you can't, there's like an analogy for what I'm trying to get at. People sweep the dirt under the rug that is right behind the door, like the entrance where you walk in and out the house. People sweep the dirt underneath the rug so much that it becomes a heap, and now no one can even come in and out of the house anymore. And it's like, damn, we can't even go in our own homes for sweeping this shit under the rug so much. When does it stop? When do we say, instead of ignoring the situation, let's do something about it? Because now, instead of trying to figure things out on a micro level, it becomes macro. And that is the perfect example of beloved. Setha was so consumed by her own guilt. Oh, and I'm wearing red. Yikes. Setha was so consumed by her own guilt of how beloved was taken from this 3D world that she allowed beloved to become this 3D and a 5D monster. You know what I mean? Setha was an empath. It's like, okay, I'm gonna suffer because I know that you have suffered. Like, I'm gonna just suffer here and put up with the suffering because I know you suffered. So, and instead of saying, you know what, beloved, I'm gonna put you in your place. You can't come. How do you talk to a spirit? How do you put a spirit in a place? That's why the church came through. The church was like, oh no, beloved, you got to go. Beloved, you got to go. Well, beloved, she got to go back to the Lord. It's deep though. The trauma of Black people is deep. And, you know, we like to think that we have things under control. This is under control. This mental illness is under control, or this family member is under control, or we don't need to think about it, we don't need to talk about it. We just sweep it all under the rug until it escalates. And no one can contain beloved anymore. I'm gonna leave it there. This is gonna be a general reading, not for any particular sign. I think I'm gonna conclude my readings for the day on that note. Thank you so much for your viewership, for your time, for your likes, for your subscribes, for your energy. And I'm gonna thank myself too, because this tarot YouTube journey has really allowed me to journal. So I'm getting a lot out of this actually. I don't even mind if no one views these videos because I feel like I'm journaling my book. All right. I hope you stop by another time.